You're watching Mannz Broadcast.
Hello, how's it going? Before we start in the video, let's go with the challenge. You know, I've done this before. Google reviews. This school, Khalsa Secondary Academy, I've been an ex-student here, it's helped me a lot. So I want you guys to go down, link in the description, it's the top link. I want you to hit a 5-star review, guys, right now. You guys may not know, but on Google reviews, this school is 2.6 stars. This is terrible, and for me, I know this school isn't terrible. So for my sake, you know, this school supported me, so I want you guys to go there and support it. If this school goes from 2.6 to 4 stars, I will do something special for you guys. So let's go with that.
Yes, that's me. Now, for the Mannz Broadcast viewers who don't know what's been going on, here's a 10-second breakdown to fill you in. In early December of 2019, the school was hit with a no-notice inspection, triggered by Ofsted receiving allegations about safeguarding. Early 2020, the report came in and the school went from good to inadequate. This video was taken in my last day of school vlog in 2018. I've now come back almost after 1 year to see what's changed. You know, other than the big jungle trees in the back. Alright, Amir, that was such a dead joke. Let's start with the video. Due to safeguarding reasons, I chose not to include all interviews for Mannz Broadcast. The full formal version will be out on the school's channel, so keep an eye out on my socials for that. I spent 2 days at my school to shoot this. Here's what I got up to.
Hello, I'm Mannz Broadcast, ex-student of this place, Khalsa Secondary Academy. You know, I took it upon myself to make this documentary because what you hear is different to what you see, and this is exactly what I'm here to do, to show you what actually goes on at this school. You know, there's been a lot of negative propaganda with people saying this and that, which we don't know if it's true. So this is what I'm really, you know, here to do. We're going to have both negative and positives going into this. You know, this is not something I'm doing to promote the school. Yes, it will promote the school, but both ways. You know, we want to see what the students think, what the teachers think, and you know, both ways we will see whether it's negative and positive. This will all be documented here. So yeah, I am here at my ex-school, you know, to really find out what the school is about, and you know, also to meet my friends. Let's go.
My morning started with a visit to the school Gurdwara assembly. This is where all students get together to start their day. Students of other faiths have a choice to attend and are not pressured. In my opinion, there's no better way to start your school mornings. It brought a smile to my face to see the school carrying this tradition. However, it brought a bigger smile to my face to see my fellow classmates lead the assemblies themselves. It felt good to be back. After the assembly, I was taken down to the canteen where Assistant Principal Mr. ROOPRA had arranged all the student councils and prefects to meet with myself. I started by asking the group some questions to get the conversation rolling. When asked about what the viewers watching right now should do, this is what my good friend Guvraj had to say.
Subscribe to your channel. That's good.
Hey, he's right! Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you, my good friend Guvraj. I want to make it very clear that nobody in this video was influenced in any way when speaking. I told them to speak from the heart. After seeing the interaction build up, I told them to get into groups in which I would interview them in. I started with a group of year 11s.
Hi guys, how you doing? You right?
Yeah.
So what year are you guys in?
Year 11.
All of year 11.
Yeah.
Cool. Tough time for you guys?
It's quite stressful, man. All the exams, you know.
Stressful time for the school?
Yeah, especially after they got inadequate.
So what do we think about school getting inadequate?
I don't think it was entirely fair, because I feel like the events that occurred in the past, like when we were in year 7 and 8, had a detrimental effect to what the final result of the school's Ofsted report was, which I don't think was very fair. You know, that's just me personal opinion.
So with regards to the school getting inadequate, it really shocked me because the school doesn't seem like an inadequate place, in my opinion. This is expertly demonstrated by the intervention schemes that are going on. Like, we've got specialist teachers willing to put in their time and effort to come and help us during their own free time. For example, staying after school and for example, teachers like Mr. ROOPRA, who stays after school and puts in a lot of money and effort into buying us the right resources to help us get the grades in our GCSEs, and that's just really helpful, and I'm really proud of that. So things like that doesn't make the school seem inadequate.
I like Khalsa Secondary Academy because it's been very good for me. The teachers give me a lot of confidence, so I was surprised at the fact that they got inadequate in their Ofsted inspection. Obviously there are areas of improvement, but most of all the things that I see are good. When I first heard about the school getting inadequate, I was surprised because I wouldn't expect that from this school, because the facilities that I've seen have been good. Some outstanding, but some need help, but just the minority need help.
Once again, due to safeguarding reasons, I have not included all interviews from the younger students.
As a Year 10 student, I feel like the way the school deals with incidents, for example bullying, that is really good, because compared to other schools, bullying is like a major issue, and in our school bullying is like dealt really seriously. Being in Year 10, I'm confident that I'll do good in my GCSE because our teachers really support us throughout lessons.
This is a greeting that I've learned since I've come to the school, because previously I didn't have the Sikh ethos that has been given to me through this, the opportunity to come to this school. And I feel as though it has been a blessing to be admitted to this school. And I'm most definitely going to come here for sixth form due to the sheer fact of the amazing leadership and I feel very safe to be at this school, and the safeguarding, in my opinion, is very safe. I don't know where the inadequate may have come from, but I do not feel inadequate of safeguarding. I feel as though they have taken many different avenues of safeguarding. The education here is absolutely immense, and I have never felt a day that I haven't learned. And every single day I come here, I feel like I am blessed by Vaheguru to come here. And I feel that everybody who applies here should come to this school. And I feel as that the amazing leadership and the amazing teachers that have been teaching every student, and I feel as though there's no favoritism, there is no nothing. Every single student gets exactly the same treatment as they should receive.
My view on the school is that the school is an amazing place. It's definitely a place where I look forward to learn. I look forward to come here, not just to meet my friends, but to meet teachers and just learn a new thing every single day. Well, obviously there are some aspects where the school did fit under the inadequate sort of like sector, like for example safeguarding. However, I feel like it was a bit unfair because the safeguarding issues that had occurred were many years ago, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So I think if the school was held against for that, I think that's quite wrong, because the school has definitely changed, especially since I joined, which was like 5 years ago. So I think them including that, it was quite silly, you know.
In 5 years of this school, have you seen a progression?
Most definitely I have, in the teachers, in the students themselves, in the school's facilities, the building, everything has completely changed. But I feel like the Sikh ethos is always going to be there. The Gurdwara, it's an amazing place where you can just get your mind off, you know, any stress that you have, and just like focus on what really matters, and that's just like yourself, and you know, yeah.
Next up, I had the sixth formers. Now, this was very interesting for me as I reunited with my fellow classmates. So Jasmine, what's the best thing about this school?
The support I've received through GCSEs and starting sixth form here. The teachers are caring. They don't just care about your grades, they care about your mental health, your physical health, and I love that about that school. I was shocked. No school's perfect, so I guess yeah, I was just shocked, but there's changes they can make, and they're making them changes fast. So yeah, I'm proud of that.
It's been amazing so far. I've been here since year 8, and the school's helped me progress with personal growth and academical growth. I've achieved grades that I didn't think I would be able to, and that's all thanks to the teacher and the support given to me. They've supported us through our GCSEs. An example of that is science department. We've had teachers come in last year and they helped us throughout the course, and we were able to achieve really high grades, and we covered the whole course in a year, and that shows something and how caring and adequate and good the school is.
Shame. It's a shame.
Anything else?
It's a shame that they got inadequate.
Why did you choose to stay at this sixth form?
Mainly the teachers. I knew that I was in safe hands. So the subjects I wanted to do, biology, business and maths, I knew the good teachers here helped me out and made me get good results.
Rohan Paul, you've been in this school from the start. Have you seen any change?
Yeah, quite a lot of change actually. Like the classroom stuff improved a lot, and the teaching as well.
Next up, we have Manpreet Saran, student of Khalsa Sixth Form. So Manpreet, tell us something new.
Hi, my name is Mannz Broadcast. I am a student here at Khalsa Sixth Form.
Alright, let's change the question. How long have you been at KSA for?
I've been here at this school since year 7, and I've decided to carry on my journey here because I've quite enjoyed going to school here. It's been quite good so far. I can't say many bad things about it.
What are the good things about the school?
It's too good to explain, realistically. Like, the teachers here, they're absolutely amazing. The students here, they're so friendly. The younger children, they're respectful, nothing wrong with them. The school, to be honest, I don't know why I got inadequate, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see any safeguarding issues.
The best thing is the staff. The staff are very supportive and helpful, and they want us to reach our targets and achieve the best that we can achieve.
My experience has been very good. I've loved the school and everything about it, the teaching and the work. Yeah, I loved it. If I went to college or somewhere else, I wouldn't have the teaching like this school. The teachers here are actually excellent, and that's the main reason why I come to the school. Apart from safeguarding, the school should be outstanding, in my opinion.
After a busy morning, I had a lunch break where me and my pals caught up and had some laughs. Some had a bit too much. After lunch, I met up with two senior teachers of the school, Mr. ROOPRA and Mr. BEESTON, who are both currently assistant principals of the school. It was important for myself to include these teachers as they have both been in this school for many years.
I am Mr. ROOPRA. I am the assistant principal here at Khalsa Secondary Academy, and I've recently taken over as the designated safeguarding lead. I am in my 5th year here at Khalsa Secondary Academy, and it's been an absolutely fantastic journey so far, and it's something that I'm looking forward to further developing as well.
My name is Mr. BEESTON. I'm an assistant principal at Khalsa Secondary Academy. I've been here since September 2014, and during that time I've seen the school grow from being a school of just year 7 and 8 when I arrived to a thriving school that now has all year groups and a new sixth form which opened a couple of years ago, and has given me the opportunity to teach English Literature A level for the first time at the school.
So we've seen the site development, obviously moving into state-of-the-art, fantastic building that the students have access to now. So science labs and various different opportunities that they have in and around the school in terms of enrichment, but also curriculum activities as well. So we've seen the site development in regards to that, but we've also seen the curriculum develop as well. So we've seen the curriculum develop from GCSE, but also offering BTEC, and now we also have a sixth form part of our school. So we are now from year 7 all the way to year 13.
I think ultimately, and without a doubt, the main reason for me being at this school is the pupils. We have great pupils that generally really do want to learn and show no resistance to learning. I love the Sikh ethos of the school, with its emphasis on hard work and respect, and the way in which they place great importance on education, and that for me means a great experience as a teacher in the classroom and students that really want to learn and do their best.
The students are the heart and soul of this school. the way they behave, the way they conduct themselves, the ethos around the school and the values and that they show on a consistent basis. I encourage all people that are curious about the school and want more information about the school to please come and visit the school. We have a very open door policy, so if you want to come and visit the school, please see us in our natural light, see our students, see our teachers, see the experience in which they are developing at the school and the opportunities that they have on a day-to-day basis here.
What was your initial reaction when you heard about the school first getting inadequate for Ofsted?
Disappointment, obviously very disappointed. The Ofsted report is what it is. It has given us very quick steps which have been actioned very quickly. It's identified things that needed to be remedied very fast. And I think that by the time we have our next monitoring visit in a month's time, we will be in a strong position and we'll be able to demonstrate to HMI that we are well on track to going back to being good by the end of 2020.
The judgment in regards to Ofsted is the judgment. It's something that we need to acknowledge and it's something that we need to action very fast. There have been immediate action points that have been put in place immediately to ensure that students are safe, to ensure that the site is safe. We can't really speak too much about the judgment because the judgment is exactly what it says on the piece of paper on that Ofsted report. However, what we can reassure you is that all the concerns that were initially raised, there is a clear action plan to make sure that this school very quickly moves from where it is in regards to the Ofsted judgment of inadequate, and it moves very quickly back towards good and eventually outstanding.
Inevitably, people in the community are going to talk. Being placed in special measures is a shock, and pupils and parents and teachers and staff have obviously found that a very difficult bit of news to accept. I want to reassure parents and people in the community and pupils that we have acted very quickly where concerns about safeguarding were flagged up. We have addressed those gaps in staff training very quickly. I want to assure students and parents that their children are safe and secure at the school. We have got so much to keep focused on at school. We mustn't ever lose sight on the excellent exam results that we have achieved in the last 3 years, where we've had Year 11s taking GCSEs. Progress 8 score in each year of our GCSEs has put us at the very top of the country. We know that we are one of the best schools in terms of exam results in the Slough and South Bucks area. We know that our progress score year in, year out puts us in the top 10% of schools nationally as well. And I want to remind parents and students that this is still the same school, and the exam results are something that we are still very, very proud of.
I have taken over as the designated safeguarding lead for Khalsa Secondary Academy, and we have put a lot of things in place straight away. So we have done various amounts of training with our staff, and our staff have gone from our teachers to our safeguarding leads to our deputy safeguarding leads, all the way through our governors to the trust, to the canteen staff, to our bus driver. It's about ensuring that every single member of staff that has contact with students in this school as part of this trust, as part of this building here at Pioneer House, truly understands the meaning and the culture of safeguarding here at this school. It is something that was raised in the recent Ofsted report, and we have fast put actions in place to ensure that the culture here at Khalsa Secondary Academy is one that promotes safeguarding, and it's a culture in which that all students, staff, visitors do feel safe.
Where can I see the school in 1 year? I can see it being judged as good. Ofsted will judge the school in a year's time or less as a good school. I think we've made quick and important decisions about teaching and learning at this school. That's an ongoing focus in any school. We've put right the concerns about safeguarding. We know we've got amazing facilities at this school. We know that we are very lucky to have this building, these grounds, and this is something that parents, students and staff have commented on when they've visited the school. The amazing classrooms, the amazing new science labs, technology labs. We will have the exam results with us still, and we will have, I hope, that good judgment from Ofsted to support the fact that, to recognise what we know, which is that this is a good school.
Earlier on in this video, you may remember my good friends Guvraj and Tanvir. Yes, that's Tanvi from Mannz Podcast. They felt like they had more to say. So, we sat down and had a conversation.
Alright guys, so you've been in this school for almost 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
What would you say, how's the school been?
I find it amazing. It's since year 7,
Yeah.
it has had exponential growth from where it was when I joined
Yeah.
to now. And I feel as though the inadequacy
Yeah.
that was put upon us by Ofsted
Mhm.
was uncalled for and uncanny. I do not believe that we should have received that.
Yeah.
I feel absolutely 100% safe at the school.
Okay.
I've never felt like the safeguarding is a problem.
Mhm.
The teaching here is absolutely... I just can't fault it. I genuinely cannot fault the teaching here.
Okay.
Every single lesson I will come out with 10% more. My brain would be 10% bigger than when I walked in.
Okay. What about yourself, Guvaj?
I feel the same way. The school, I joined when it was like it wasn't like the best school, and the building wasn't very good, but I've seen it grow. It's an amazing school now. It's a place of study, place of work. It's amazing to see that.
So what's the biggest change you guys have seen, since from year 7 to now year 11?
The teaching staff has amazingly had more growth, better lessons.
Yeah. And yourself, Guvaj, anything?
Honestly, the same. Facilities have obviously become much better. A lot of money has been invested into the school. Teaching staff, it's amazing. It's amazing to see the growth that has occurred.
Cool, that's good. All positive feedback. Let's talk about improvements. Anything you would say put forward to the school you think you're worried about, you don't like?
The only problem I have is the fact that I have to leave the school. That's the only problem I have, and it's going to be absolutely... I wish that I could be here forever.
Why can't you stay for sixth form?
I am going to stay for sixth form, but after 2 years...
So you've got 2 more years?
2 more years, but after those 2 years, I'm just going to be... I hope they open Khalsa University, because I love the Sikh ethos that the school has presented.
So you would, recommend opening a Khalsa University?
Indeed.
Okay, let's go a bit more into now the Sikh ethos of this school. You guys have morning assemblies at the Gurdwara.
Yeah.
How are they?
I feel they're really good. They really calm us down for a good day. And I've seen some people actually go to the Gurdwara and do a matha tek before an exam to get a God's blessing on such exam. And I feel as though that it just adds a depth to the school that other schools don't offer. Maybe Catholic schools.
Yeah. Final question would be, do you think the school's moving the right way? Is it going positive? And what do you think, in the coming, let's say, in the next few years, where will the school be?
It will be in a much better position.
Yeah.
I think with the leadership of Mr. Williams, Mr. ROOPRA, and the other safeguarding and upper school, they're taking
a good lead?
yeah, that's the one. They're taking a good lead. They know what they're doing, and they're gonna change the school completely.
Last but certainly not least, I interviewed Miss Day. Now, Miss Day had a big impact on my school journey as she was my tutor. I can say for myself, she was amazing.
My name is Miss Day. I'm Head of Humanities. I have been in the school for, a bit over 3 years now. Yeah, it's been interesting. I've enjoyed it. I've actually probably enjoyed all of it. It's been an experience. It's been really good.
What change have you seen over time, from the start to now at your time over here?
I think the relationships between teacher and student and developing them, I think over the years you get to know them a lot better, the students a lot better, and the Sikh ethos comes into it, and you just develop relationships that allow you to spread knowledge and help the kids.
So what makes this school different to other schools?
Everything, absolutely everything makes this school different. I mean, the staff, the kids, the interactions, the daily interactions you have with the children, the parents, the ethos of the school, it's just different. Initial reaction when I heard the school was inadequate, went from good to inadequate from Ofsted, was that no, just no. Because there's so much good work that goes on here, there's so much effective teaching, there's so much care that goes into looking after the students, and there's so many people who at every single level will go above and beyond for students. And it's not because we get paid a stupid amount of money because you're teachers, so you don't, but it's because you genuinely care and you will go out of your way to do things for students and interact with parents and to ensure that they get the best experience possible. So when they said it was inadequate, no, it's not. Humanities is probably the best aspect of the school because I am head of humanities, but no, the students are amazing. From when I started, my tutor group, who you are a member of, will probably want the biggest pulling point to stay at school for me, because having those kids that you're consistent and watching them grow and being a part of their growth, it's really important, and it gives you something back that I don't think you can get from any other job. So thank you to Amrit for coming in and actually still feeling connected to the school and wanting to do this for us to show actually how good we actually are, and for taking the time out and just showing your face again, because to be honest, Amrit was amazing in tutor and I miss him still, so it was really good seeing him again. So thank you very much for coming back.
Thank you, Miss Dave, for the kind words. That really did make my day. And that was it inside Khalsa Secondary Academy. My main aim for this documentary was to give my school a voice that can be heard. And yes, I still view this as my school. Thank you to all the students and teachers for supporting me. Thank you to my camera team, Navkiran, Guvaj and Tanvi, for following me around. My visit showed me a positive change and drive to become better. I've taken you inside Khalsa Secondary Academy. The bloopers and behind the scenes of this documentary will be out very soon. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.
Just before I came here, I looked at my last day of school vlog, which is on my YouTube channel to watch. And it's very different, the feeling, because it's really hard to think what was actually going through at that time for my own experience. And for you guys, it's very different. Can I just get a hands up who's staying here for sixth form? All of them. Alright, I'll say majority. Okay, as you guys know, I am not part of this sixth form, but I have at the same time kept connected with them. I'm doing part-time work with them as a video journalist, and I'm, at the same time getting a lot of connections and working with them. This school is amazing. I'm not lying. I've done work with other schools. The feeling in this school is different. This is a community, and I didn't get it at other schools. Maybe it's because I haven't gone to those schools, but it's just that welcoming feeling. And my advice would be, don't forget this school. Whatever happens, if you guys make it big, hopefully I make it big, I won't forget this school.